Hey everyone, I'm Mel from Realise Fit On Demand. I'm here with your Top Tip Tuesday, and today we're going to go through some form tips as to how to get the most out of your bridge. So we use the bridge move a lot in Pilates, and it comes up in lots of other workouts as well. It's a really good exercise to work your posterior chain, so hamstrings, glutes, the back of your body, but also really good for your spine as well. Okay, so we're going to go through some alignment tips, and we're going to start by rolling ourselves down onto the mat to get into our start position. Okay, so you want your feet drawn in. So if your hands are down by your side, you want to get your heels so they're just about within reaching distance of your fingertips, okay? So to set where your feet need to be, you're going to start with feet together, and you're going to take your toes just out to the side, and then you're going to pick your heels up, center them behind your toes, and pop them down. So that will give you a nice alignment from your ankle all the way up your leg, if you think about the front of your leg, up to your knees, and then going all the way up the centre of your thighs, up to the top of this hip bone here, okay? So we're going to start with hands down. So the first thing we need to think about is the roll up and roll down. So rather than lifting up and lifting down, it's a definite roll. This is where your spine comes in and getting some spine articulation as we go. So you're going to take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, you're going to start to tip your pelvis. That's the first thing to move. We're then going to start to lift it from here. So your belly button then lifts up next. You're then going to start to feel that chest lift up, and we're coming all the way up into that bridge position. And then same thing when you roll down, you're going to start from the opposite side. So you're going to start from your chest. Chest goes down first, followed by that belly button, all the way down, and then your pelvis is the last thing to roll down onto the mat. Okay. So we'll come up again, we'll roll up into that position. So taking your breath, get that tip on your pelvis, start to roll up, and we'll come all the way up to the top. Okay, when you get to this top position, we're aiming to get a straight line running down from your knee all the way down to your shoulder. Sometimes a common mistake in the bridge is that we go into too much extension in this part here. So your back will arch slightly, you're going to get your ribs flaring, and if this is your default position when you get into this stance, you're going to start to feel it too much in your lower back. So it takes the emphasis away from your glutes and your hamstrings, which is what we're trying to work, and puts too much load onto your back. Okay, so how we're going to try and combat that is we're going to think about drawing your ribs down. So think about the back of your rib cage moving down. So you're going to get a front connection between the bottom of your ribs and the top of your hips. And you're going to ever so slightly just tuck that pelvis under. Okay, that's going to keep a nice straight line down. You want to think about your ribs being lower than your pelvis, and pelvis being lower, obviously, than your knees. And then this is where you're going to hold it. Okay, and then one last thing. Sometimes when you roll up into a bridge, some people really feel it in their hamstrings and their glutes, other people don't. So one quick way of just switching the back of your body on that bit more, if you keep your heels exactly where they are, they're stuck to the ground, but I want you to get a sensation of pulling your heels back towards your shoulders. And that little pull back is just going to make you engage the back of your body a bit more. So it switches on glutes and hamstrings, and then you're ready to go. And then once you've got this position nailed, you can start to do lots of different variations with your legs, moving on to single legs, putting more emphasis onto one side than the other. We can get arms lifting up, we can get arms moving, so bringing some shoulder stability in as well. So many different things that you can do with this bridge, but really important to get this stance right so you're working from a solid base. So I'll take a breath and I'll roll myself down. Chest down first, belly button second, pelvis all the way down to finish, and they are your top tips for your bridge.